So I started playing Magic the Gathering in high school, and let me tell you, I was bad at it. I really only had one friend who played, the one who brought me into it originally, and he had invested, I think, quite a lot of money in his card collection. And meanwhile, I just didn't have the funds to buy a lot of cards, so I really had no way to keep up. But one thing I was completely unaware of when I started playing was that there was a storyline and lore behind the game. I must have just been completely oblivious to it because when I went to look it up for this video, the first Magic novel apparently landed in 1994 before I even had started playing. And nowadays, people are really invested in the lore of Magic. There are dozens and dozens of novels and comics, and there's even an animated Netflix series coming up later this year with Superman and Legends of Tomorrow actor Brandon Routh. And now, I've noticed that most of the D&D Magic crossover books that we've gotten so far have shied away from using too many of the named lore characters, even though a lot of them are really important to the actual lore of the places like Strixhaven and the other realms in Magic. So you won't really need these minis here that we're going to talk about to play most of the little adventures that we have as written, but if you're a fan of the Magic lore, having them to add to your campaigns could be a lot of fun. And if you don't care about Magic lore, then they might just be great PC or NPC minis for you and your team. There are 6 figures in the first wave here, and many thanks to WizKids for sending them to us to review. But before we jump in, this video is brought to you by Hit Point Press and their deck of mini animated spell cards. For limited time, save $20 on their bundles of lower level spells. Each card features unique animated art on one side and all the spell details you need on the other. They are a wonderful addition to any 5e campaign, and they make a fantastic gift for the D&D player or DM in your life. Check the link below the video for all the details or visit animatedspells.com. Let's start with the twins, Will and Rowan Kenrith. This is Will. He and his sister share a single planeswalker spark, which allows them to travel across the planes of existence, America Chavez style. Hey, timely reference. Will is the more reserved and contemplative twin, utilizing blue magic to create and control ice. His mini here could be a fun magus or a melee fighter, utilizing magic items and weapons to increase his combat prowess. Will's sister, Rowan Kenrith, is the more fiery, impetuous twin, and since Magic the Gathering isn't super subtle sometimes, she also specializes in fire magic to put a finer point on it. They were born on a plane called Eldraine, which is a medieval feudal type world, so they have all those knightly influences on their personalities as well. Both twins were students at Strixhaven. Rowan here would also make a good Magus mini with her short sword and fire spell, so it is a nicely versatile figure. Vivien Reid was born to a tribe of rangers and druids on the now-destroyed plane of Scala. She's able to call forth animal spirits from her magical arc bow by firing arrows at enemies. She's had adventures in a number of different planes, including Innistrad, Ixalan, Ravnica, and Zendikar. And her mini is just a pretty great figure for a character specializing in archery. You'll note the quiver full of magical translucent arrows on her back. Teferi is a planeswalker from the main Magic the Gathering plane of Dominaria. He is a pacifist chronomancer who specializes in controlling the battlefield rather than attacking foes directly. His mini is a nice variation on the standard human wizard figure. Interesting staff, outfit, and spell effects. Most of the minis in this particular set aren't really flashy necessarily, but they give you nice alternate versions to common D&D and Pathfinder human archetypes. Next we have Chandra Nalaar, the Pyromancer planeswalker from the plane of Kaladesh, where magic is rather rare. To a Pyromancer, every problem looks like kindling, so Chandra here may not be the best person to ask for help unless you're planning a barbecue. You'll notice that her fire is actually coming from a device strapped to her side and connected to her hand via pipes. So this could be a very interesting inventor or alchemist mini. I can't think of any other minis with similar devices, so this is a nice addition to your collection. Finally, we have our only non-human, Ajani Goldmane, a Leonin planeswalker from the Shattered Plane of Alara. In D&D, you can find the actual Magic the Gathering Leonin race rules in the Mythic Odysseys of Theros. And nothing is really stopping you from just making this mini a tabaxi either. In Pathfinder 2nd Edition, you can find the Catfolk ancestry rules in the Advanced Player's Guide. This is probably the best figure in this wave, with all the detailing in his outfit and his double-headed axe. I absolutely love the designs on his cape. He's more of a niche figure, but this is a great mini. If you are a fan of the Magic the Gathering lore and you've been wanting to add these particular planeswalkers and characters to your ongoing stories, you've probably already purchased all these minis. I think for the vast majority of the folks watching this, these are going to be just potential PC and NPC minis, and it is a solid set. Nothing particularly to knock your socks off, but a good little group of common archetypes. The two big things in this set for me are the Pyromancer with the Heatwave style fire device and the cool Leonin figure for your Theros games. Let me know what you think about this set in the comments section down below. If you're a fan of the Magic lore, I'd love to hear how you plan to make use of these minis and characters, and which other Magic characters you'd like to see premium minis for. Let's discuss. I'm also working on a video for the new wave of Magic unpainted minis, so be sure you're subscribed so you see that. Magic the Gathering premium figures wave number 1 are on sale right now for between $6 and $8. No announcements yet about a second wave. And lately we've been talking more about the deck of mini animated spell cards from Hit Point Press, one of my favorite things that they make. Each card is tarot sized and features unique animated art on one side and all the spell details you need on the other. Let's talk about where to start with them, which would be their starter bundle for 5e. If I did my math correctly, it features 24 cantrip cards, 49 first level spell cards, and 17 spellcraft cards. Spellcraft cards feature unique art on one side and room on the other side to write your own spell details for spells that they may not have the license to make themselves. And the bundle also includes the 23 card deck of many things in-game item if you really want to throw some chaos into your campaigns. And the bundle is $20 off for a limited time. Check them out right now at the link below the video or at animatedspells.com. And thank you for watching today. Liking our videos and subscribing to the channel helps us out a lot. You can hit that little bell icon somewhere down below me so you can be notified when we drop new videos. And you can always find me, of course, on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. For now, stay safe, have fun, love each other, and I'll see you next time at the Gallant Goblin.